Hey guys, it's Vanity, Ezel back with Vanguard as on the Vanity Weekly Reviews. If you guys enjoyed, don't tell constant. This time we are covering more reviews from the set 12 drop, so the Chasm of Lost Souls, I think it's called. We have more news on some more interesting units, and then we also had just a lot of good reveals for the set. Now, if I sound sick, I don't think I sound sick right now, but if I sound sick, it's because I am sick. Like, I've been dying the last 3 days. But yeah, we're gonna ignore that, and hopefully I feel better at the end of this. So first up, we have Spear of Love of Gratitude Metamil, grade 3 9% 13k base. Continues Guard Circle, she gets 5,000 shield for every 2 cards your damage zone. Literally the day I thought of like Keter Sanctuary needs a random generic card that does something similar to this, they give us this. I don't know why half the time I can just predict or like will Bushy's cards into existence. I don't know why. Then we have Preparing for Winter Handre, grade 2 and stuff by Kesho, 10k base. Don't know why. I keep thinking you're a grade 3. Auto rear guard when he attacks will boosted by token. If you play an order this turn, you may soul charge 1. What Stowy deck? Never mind. I was about to say, what Stowy decks play orders that also require this thing to be boosted by a token unit? Roroa. There's no Stowy deck that outside of Roro that I can think of that consists. Never mind, it's Claudine. I was about to say there's no story deck beside Roro that uses orders that also boost with tokens. I mean, technically Leonore can do it, but like Leonore doesn't do it, and I highly doubt Zorga does it, or at least consistently does it. Then we have Torquedam Dragon, great 25k shield, 10k base. So Chrono Jet got one card that had a very expansive skill, and I honestly don't remember that card's full skill, but this card seems pretty good. So it continues hand card when you stride by paying the cost of the card. My also his guard is a grade 3, and that works for any stride deck. So if they ever make another Brankgate stride deck, they will pull it off. My friend keeps wanting Victor, so if they ever do make Victor, it would work for it. And then auto when placed on rearguard circle, if you have an alter ego Messiah Crest, CB1, draw a card, soul charge 1. I cannot wait to deal with this in premium, because it gets him hand cards and it gets him soul. I hate this card. Then we have Recording on Parrot, grade 1 boost 5k shield 8k base, random happy toys, so they stopped caring about the rear guard formation thing, mainly because unless their cards are really good, they're not replacing the ones that currently require to be on specific circles outside of maybe Block Horse, because that's, in my opinion, like the black sheep of the family. So auto and put on into soul by your card ability during your turn, of any card ability, mind you. Choose one of your grade 3 good Vanguard's Heart Lulu in a card name, it gets 5,000 power for the turn. So way to add power to Heart Lulu, who is honestly the weakest out of the whole bunch in terms of like actual power wise. So you know what, fair enough. And is against a Happy Toys made for children, so it actually is proccable via every single card effect. It doesn't have a rear guard skill. And then we have Fashion Doll Ruby Rogue, grade 1 boost back Shoda base. I think it's Ruby Rouge actually. Auto its card from your hand during your turn during the ride phase specifically. Choose a grade 3 card Heart Lulu in card name for your ride deck and may reveal it. If you reveal the card or your Vanguard's already a grade 3 or good Vanguard Heart Lulu in the card name, CB1 energy buys 3 to draw a card, so suddenly Heart Lulu has its own generic cycler now. And then act rear guard if your Vanguard's a grade 3 or good Heart Lulu and you have not bound a card this turn. Why are we getting so many cards with that effect that say if you have not bound a copy this turn, do XYZ? Bind this, choose a Happy Toys from your drop zone called rear guard circle. So we have the ability to draw when discard during the ride phase, and we have the ability to recall our Happy Toys to whatever position she was in or whatever position they need to be in. This card, great grade 1, don't know what to tell you, good 3 of if not a 4 of. And then we have our new unit. So last week we got revealed, not for this set, but last week we got revealed that we're going to have the Phantome cards for set 13. So we know Zorga is going to become a Brankgate unit, and we know Magnolia is going to become a Lyrical Monstera unit. We now have Grand Arm Silhouette. So Silhouette is getting an evolution this set. Unfortunately, because they didn't name drop it, that means Luzuru is not getting an evolution set, but that means the next time we have one of these sets, Luzuru is going to get an evolution, so crossing my fingers. And then Blue Deathster Sky Splitter Avantgarda Mask. This art is so cool. I don't normally care for Avantgarda. I'm going to play Avantgarda now. It's weird that Avantgarda got a mask, especially this late, but whatever. I guess they're still doing mask decks. Then we have our encounter unit for DZ set 12, because you obviously have to have an encounter unit at this time, and that is Solitary Knight Ganslot. So me and my friend just had the conversation. Royal Paladin has Metacellular Blaster. It has King of Knights Alfred. Now it has this thing. Why is Keter Sanctuary getting so many encounters? Like, they already have 2 shadows, they have 3 royals now, they have gold. As much as I love gold, it's like, that's 6 encounters I just named off the list for you. Give it to literally anyone else. Make it Angel Feather, bring back Malkuth Mel. Like, I know they'll never do that, but bring back Malkuth Mel. I feel like that would be fun if they made encounter units from the originals too, and not just, what's it called, like originals. Then we have Darfur Dolfredo, Great on Boost, back I showed, base, all the rear guard, turn this unit boost. If your Vanguard's a grade 3 guard, the clan icon, soul charge 1, then if your opponent's Vanguard's a grade 3 guard, she gets 5,000 power from the battle. So 13k booster for battle. Sucks that it's only per the battle, so we found a way to restand her. She doesn't keep the 5k and it is a once per turn. But hey, she is a free soul charge. Unfortunately, it is mandatory, so you could deck yourself out from it, but not a bad 2 over 3 of. Then we have multi-replay Rewinder Shirai, grade 2 and 5k shield, 10k base, continues for Vanguard's a free ride in the card name. This unit gets all the following. Continuous Vanguard, a rear guard retry. I don't care to go look up what retry does. Auto put a guard circle from your hand, just card from your hand, ride from the ride deck, and you boss 3 draw card. So again, we have the deck's generic own draw card. Then auto drop zone version up. So if you either persona this turn or you have 4 more damage, when strongest Rewinder Shirai on your rear guard circle retires, retire that unit that retired Okay, call this card to rearguard circle, then put all normal units with Shirai and their card names from your drop zones face up as the gauges on this unit. If you put 5 more cards gauges, then CB1, he gets a credit score for the turn, and then continues to rearguard circle. If it was placed by a card ability this turn, it gets 5,000 power for each of this unit's gauges. So it has the ability to get extra criticals. It gets extra power for every single one of its gauges, which it seems like an arbitrary value. I think there's a total of like 3 units that can become its gauges, technically speaking. And it retires the unit that retired your card, or either just retires Shirai again. Either way, it gets you gauges, and the only thing really written on this is the cost of the Energy Blast 3 and CB1, so not a bad card. Then we have Stormclad Dragon, grade 3 to 9%, 13k base, auto plus on rearguard circle. If your opponent's vanguards are grade 3 or greater, counter boss 1, choose your opponent's rearguards to retire, and if you do not retire a card, this unit still has power for the turn. So it's just a simple CB, kill an opponent's rearguard. It's a 23k base. It's not a bad generic grade 3. It sucks that it requires the opponent to be at grade 3 for this, but honestly, it's not bad. Like, if you were having to play a budget or you just want like extra rearguard retires and you have free CB available in your deck, solid 2 or 3 of. And then we have Modeler of Decay, grade 1 boost, 5k shield, 8k base. Auto rearguard once per turn, this unit boost. If your vanguards are grade 3 or greater with a clan icon, soul charge 1. Okay, so this is the generic, everyone's getting this set. I was gonna say, Friedel is really good for a generic card, but okay. I'm disappointed that everyone's gonna get this, but you know what? At least this time, these cards don't have arts that I really care about. Or, well, Friedel does, but honestly, you might run Friedel anyways, because she is actually generically good, and a lot of Dark States cards do require soul charging, so yeah, I don't really care for a Modeler of Decay, so at least I don't have to worry about the art. And of course, after waking up late and going with a full night's sleep, I'm feeling actually worse than I was before. Anyways, Water Slash Nebula Knight kind of cuts grade 2, grade 1 boost, 5k shield, 8k base. Auto rearguard or drop zone. If when you're grade 3, you get a rearguard with Cornelius and the card name is retired during your end phase. Bind a total of 2 cards with the same card name as this card from your rearguard or drop zone to counter charge 1. That's cool, it's a counter charger. I don't remember Nebula Knight having a CB problem, but cool is a CC. And then continues guard circle. If your vanguard's a Nebula Knight, he gets 5,000 shield, she gets 5,000 shield, so 10k shield, get your counter charge. Very solid card. Then we have Willow Piercing Nebula Knight Picky, grade 2 instead of 5k shield, 10k base. That is a really cool background. Auto, when placed on rearguard circle during the main phase, choose a grade 3 card Nebula Knight in the card from your right deck and may reveal it. If you reveal the card or your vanguard is already a grade 3 or greater Nebula Knight, Energy Blast 3, draw a card. Then if your opponent's vanguard is a grade 2 or greater, till end of turn, this unit gets auto once per turn, rearguard. When this unit attacks, check the top card, put it top or bottom, and it gets 5,000 power. And then continues rearguard, your vanguard's a Nebula Knight in the card, she can't be chosen by opponent's card effects. So cool. So during the entirety of the game, if you're playing your Nebula Knight right line, she can't be touched by card effects. But even more importantly, on plays, unless your opponent's at grade 1, you have an on-attack deck stack. She gets an extra 5k, and a bare minimum, you get a free draw out of it. Honestly, this is a very solid Nebula Knight support card. I'm both surprised and not surprised that she's a double rare. I feel like there's a triple rare skill, but I can also see why it's not triple rare skill. It's still a very solid card nonetheless, so easy 4 of. Then we have Drag Wizard Fumak, grade 1 boost, 5k shield, 8k base, continuous rearguard, GB2, ritual 5, aka you have 5 or more grade 1s to the drop zone. She can be chosen by your opponent's card effects, and she gets 5,000 power. If your vanguard, however, has a grade 4 with Ogma in the card name, once you be retired for the cost of your card's ability, and maybe regard retiring 2 rearguards instead of 1. I kind of wish that she gained more power like the old Fugmak, or was ways to fill up your drop zone like the old Fugmak. It's really weird that she specifies Ogma, because yes, even though Ogma is the new stride that we're about to go over, Fugmak never had any synergy with Ogma, or like it wasn't supposed to have synergy with Ogma, so it kind of sucks, but hey, it is what it is. It's still a good grade 1 though. Then we have Drag Ranker Ogma, grade 4, triple drive, 15k base, plus, so you know, it gets the extra power of the unit that it's drove from. Act Vanguard once per turn, GB3, ritual 5, so again, 5 or more grade 1s in the drop zone. Soulbots won't retire up to 5 rear guards with different card names. Your opponent chooses the number of their rear guards as the number of units retired for the cost and retires them. If 3 or more units are retired for this cost, you draw a card, and this unit gets auto Vanguard. When this unit attacks, CB1, choose one of your rear guards with your ability and stand it, and for each face-up card the same card name as this unit in your G zone, that and this unit both get 5,000 power for the turn till end of turn. Okay, so it has the ability to multi-attack, and it has the ability to move off their opponent's rear guards. Valid. I remember what made old Ogma so fun to play is that if your opponent couldn't retire all the rear guards equal to yours, they had to then discard cards equal to the missing amount. So I feel like that would have been a lot cooler. I can see why that would have been a little bit game breaking, but I feel like we're in a place in D right now where that's fine, but also at the same time Crest is a thing, and by the time you be playing this, guaranteed you're getting 15k to the front row, so, or guaranteed at least 10k to the front row, so I can see it, and it also allows the restand, so you know what, it's not a bad grade 4. I do wish we had the discard skill available, but again, it might be a little bit too powerful, so I will take this. And then finally, next week, we get the reveal of new silhouette and more armed arms, and we also have DZ anime news. So without further ado, I'm going to end here. Hope all of you guys enjoy. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, join us on Twitch. I'll see you on the next one to set up your vanguards.